Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mike with D-Town Mobile Detail, and I am working on this brand new Nissan today, and I thought it'd be a good time to show you some little tricks that I use for installing the Diamond SS, which has been problematic for a lot of installers. There's some different things to worry about with flash time and things like that. Let me show you a couple of my tricks and show you some of the basics of what they say to do, and we'll go from there. So flash time is basically the amount of time it takes for the solvent to evaporate and the ceramic begins to bond to whatever it's applied to. I like to test my flash times when I'm installing because humidity will affect how quickly the flash happens. Because this varies so much from day to day, I like to time it. I do this by finding a reflective surface, usually a piece of chrome or maybe a little bit of glass, and I will install just a little spot, no more than maybe 2 or 3 inches, and then I will watch it carefully and see for the flash. It looks a little like alcohol evaporating or something to that effect. You'll see it actually change color. That's when I know it's flashing, and that's when I start to wipe it off. So here is the basic process. Now bear in mind, through each of these steps you want to be watching your flash times. The heat may change, the humidity may change a little bit, and then it will affect how well the ceramic goes on. So start small, use a 1 foot by 1 foot square, using back and forth and up and down motions to make sure you get good coverage. I like to feather my edges just a little bit and pay a lot of attention to your edges because that's where things tend to get a little bit apt to get ridges and things like that that you have to fix later. I like to level, which means I just gently drag a towel across the surface just to knock down the high ridges. When you're buffing, use a light pressure and wait until you feel the ceramic will kind of grab the microfiber towel, and you want to make sure that it feels super slick by the time you're done. So one thing I'd like to mention really quickly is that I'm a bit of a klutz, and I have in the past dropped the little white applicator pads that they provide with each bottle. I have figured out this little hack that has worked for me pretty well, and I'd like to share it with you guys so that if you ever find yourself in the same situation, you can use this to finish the job. Or just make sure that if you do use this little hack, you use thick microfiber towels to make sure that there's enough cushion between the paint and the little applicator, well, sanding block, I guess you would call it, that I picked up at, I don't know, it was AutoZone, I think. One other thing to mention is make sure you do a lot of double checking. Go over every inch of the vehicle when you're done. Make sure you got all the high spots because it's not quite cured just after you have finished it. So go over everything and make sure you've gotten every single high spot that you can find, and just go over it with your pad or your applicator, and that will smooth out all the high spots, and that way you don't have to come back and try to buff it out later. So I hope that helps, guys. I hope that this will help you get through your installs and kind of keep an eye on your flash times and things like that. Don't forget to use the postings on System X on Facebook. There's a lot of guys out there who do this stuff, and a lot of them know a lot more than I do. So anyway, happy coding, and we'll chat with you later.